Hello, and welcome to Force in Motion Final Test Retake. Please make sure you're listening to each question. Make sure you think about your answer choice and it makes sense. Make sure you're proud of the choices you make. If a train is going fast and weighs a lot, does it take longer or shorter to stop it if a car pulls out onto the track in front of it, and why? It takes longer to stop because things with more weight have more inertia. It takes longer to stop because things with less weight have more inertia. It takes a short time to stop because things with more weight have more inertia. When accidentally dropped his wedding ring, why did it fall to the ground? Because of gravity, because of inertia, because of speed. If Daniel's mom drives to the store and travels 10 miles, and it takes her 2 hours, how fast is she traveling? 5 miles per hour, 8 miles per hour. 10 miles, 2 hours. So each mile must be. 2 experiments were conducted. On the first experiment, the car weighed 2,000 grams and 5 newtons of force was used. The car went 15 miles per hour. On the second experiment, the car weighed 3,000 grams and 5 newtons of force were used. How fast did the car go on the second experiment? The car weighs 3,000 grams and 5 newtons of force were used. What is responsible for the moon revolving around the Earth and not just going off into outer space? Gravity, friction, magnetism. If Mr. Smith and Mrs. Corey were playing tug of war, obviously Mrs. Corey would win, and Mr. Smith has 50 newtons and Mrs. Corey has 30 newtons, who will win and why? Well, Mr. Smith, because he's using less force. Mrs. Corey, because she is using more force. Mr. Smith, because he is using more force. Maybe I don't win. In an experiment, there are 2 trials. For trial number 1, the car weighed 1,000 grams and 4 newtons of force were used to push it. In trial number 2, the car weighed 1,000 grams and 8 newtons of force were used. If trial number 2 speed was recorded at 50 miles per hour, what would trial 1 speed be? So both of them have 1,000 grams of weight. One is 8 newtons, and that was 50. The other is 4 newtons. If 2 different cars were dropped off a tall building, with one weighing more than the other, which would land first? The heavier car? The lighter car? They would land at the same time. If I have a set dining room table with dishes and silverware on it, and I yank the tablecloth as fast as I can. What would happen to the dishes and silverware? They would all crash to the ground. They would all remain on the table because of inertia and gravity. Inertia states that an object at rest stays at blank, and an object in motion stays in blank. So let's try and fill these in. Inertia states that an object at rest stays at motion, and an object in motion stays in rest. Or, inertia states that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion. If I had to push a heavy car versus a light car, which would require more force to push if I wanted to push them at the same speed? The heavier car, the lighter car, they both require the same amount of force to push. If I am playing a game of pool and need one of the balls to go into the left pocket, what angle should I hit it? Hit it at a straight angle. Hit it at a right angle. Hit it at a left angle. What can happen to an object when a force is applied to it? Select 3 of the answers below. Select 3. You are picking 3 choices here. There are only 4 choices altogether, so you're going to leave 1 blank and pick 3. If I had 3 different weights, the first 20 pounds, the second 30 pounds, the third 40 pounds, 20, 30, 40, what can we say about their gravitational forces? The third weight has the most amount of gravitational force. The first weight has the most amount of gravitational force. If Carter is pushing or pulling on something, he is using what? Inertia? Force. Please make sure you go back through and every single question has an answer before you submit your test. Please make sure that you are happy with all of your answer choices. Take your time, try your best. Good luck.